Oh man, I don't think it recorded. I think it froze, but it's done. See, there's a little bit of water, nothing to worry about, nothing that the wetback can't handle. I think that camera froze as well. Is that still going? No, now it's, I don't know what's going on. I tried to record it. I don't know if it has recorded or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I got a little bit wet, but got it done without having to bung the F&E tank. And now I can get on to the next job. How are we doing, everyone? We are today, Wednesday, the 23rd of July. The weather forecast is saying there's going to be some light rain throughout the day. It's going to be partly cloudy with a bit of sunshine. And our first job today is this guy who's driving this washing machine on wheels. He has collared me in to change this AAV on a heat-only Worcester. And we're going to do it live. Let's do it live. Should we do it live?
Yeah, it's a sealed system though, so it's not too bad.
Is it a sealed system?
Yeah.
I thought it was open vented.
Well, no, it was, but it's been
upgraded. Oh, well, that takes the fun out of it. Then I'll dump the pressure and do it that way. Yeah. I thought it was still gravity fed.
No, I want you to do it. We'll whack out to 3 bar.
No. Hell with that. I think there's a van coming down. Right, let's go now. I guess we're not doing it live then. So I was right. It is a gravity fed system. What am I doing? Because I specifically remember when I came here last time, came up to the airing cupboard, and this is exactly how I remember. There's our H section, there's our pipes going up to the loft. Yeah, we're going to do it live. Let's go have some fun. This is a Worcester high flow heat only. Let me show you where it is.
There's the waste pipe, yeah?
So we've got Pete and his apprentice Freddie here doing an outside tap, whilst I'm going to be sorting this out. So the AAV is leaking inside here. Let's get this off and let's just try and get it swapped out. Alright, here we are. CDI, heat only, and there's our culprit, that leaking AAV. Let's get it swapped out. Oh man, I don't think it recorded. I think it froze, but it's done. See, there's a little bit of water, nothing to worry about, nothing that the wetback can't handle. I think that camera froze as well. Is that still going? No, now it's, I don't know what's going on. I tried to record it. I don't know if it has recorded or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I got a little bit wet, but got it done without having to bung the F&E tank. And now I can get on to the next job. We are back at this one. Google that part number. Google that part number. Obsolete. But I managed to get hold of one. That is thanks to Ryan and Sean over at Essex Heating Spares. This may well be the last one in the country, who knows? Because it's obsolete. But we found one. So it's saving them having to either pay ridiculous amounts of money for a new pump. I think some of them you might even need a PCB or a new boiler altogether. So let's get this pump swapped out. I've never done a pump on this. I've done a pump on a high flow, but I've never done a pump on this high flow. This is an older one. At least, well, I know the flame return ice a bit because I've done a bit of work on this boiler. Right, let's make sure that's fully off. Fully off. Now the central heating pump is actually behind the condense pump. Now it looks like the condense pump is screwed in, so I need to somehow, I'm hoping it's just one screw, I need to take the condense pump out because the central heating pump is behind there. So first things first, let's get the boiler all drained out. That still sounds like it's got air in it from last time, but I'll double check it anyway. If we need to, we'll repressurize that. And I think once you swing that forward, you can see the pump behind there, but I will need to remove the condense pump to get to the central heating pump. Boiler's drained out. Now I don't know how exciting this content is going to be. let's see what we can make of it. That screws out. Knowing Worcester, there's probably a hidden screw somewhere. Let's just double check. No, it doesn't seem to be. Now I believe I can, yep, that's the condense pipe. I can put that in there. Right, okay, that's cool, that's moving. Now obviously the condense pump is going to be full of water. And I do need to remove, I think I need to take the diverter. Can I get it out? Yep, okay. Do you know what, even if I can just leave it like that, that's fine. I need, oh, that's gonna fall. I don't want the bloody condensed water to go everywhere either. Okay, I need to somehow try and wedge this vessel over. Oh, I think someone said to me you can oh, looks like I might just be able to, can I unhook the vessel? Or does the whole bracket have to come off? No, that's on a little spinny thing there. I don't know, can I? You know what I'm faffing about? Let me just try and get this to stay like that. Otherwise it's going to keep knocking the condense pump over. Unless, can I move the condense pump out here? Yes, I can. So that's just made my life a lot easier. Now let me unbox a new pump and let's get it done. Okay, what I've done, because it comes with the power cable attached to it, but then I have to go into the PCB, which I know is not a massive thing, but I didn't want to do it. So what I've actually done is I've disconnected the cables from the existing pump and I've disconnected the new lead from the new pump. So I can pop that in and then I can just put the cables back in now. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to record this. Do you know what? I'm just thinking, am I going to be able to, how am I going to get to that bottom right hand screw? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Bungee cord. Improvise, overcome, and adapt. Now, let's tackle that. Right, let's see. Firstly, oh yes, I can get to that. So let's get rid of that one first. You know, the trouble is though, getting the new one back in. What I might have to do is put it on there, ready to come out. And now I'm going to get water coming out the pump. Should I get the wet vac ready? Let me go and get the wet vac. Now the reason why I'm getting the wet vac out for a pump change is because that bottom screw is obviously pretty awkward to get to, and I know there's still going to be some water left in here, and rather than trying to fight against water coming out and getting the new pump in and then trying to get those screws in, I'd rather just wait, let all the water drain out, whatever the residual is left in there, and then I can do the new pump. Okay, I can see it's starting to dribble already. Now there's going to be a bit of water behind it. Right, warning, wet vac's coming on. There we go. See, so there was a fair bit of water, and I would have been fighting that otherwise, trying to get the new pump in. That's grim. Clean that up. Have a look at that. Cool. Right, let's get the new pump in. I just always like to spray a bit of silicone grease spray. Already sprayed up the pump. Now, yeah, this is going to be the tricky one. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop that into, like that, and try and get that bottom one in first. Because see, right now I can see it. So as long as the screw hole lines up, I think it has. Yep. And obviously nip it up afterwards. Why is that always one screw that? There we go. Let's nip everything up. Okay, right, now before I put everything back together, I am going to repressurize the boiler and then we'll get it all back on. Right, we are back up to pressure, everything's open, nothing's leaking, so now just got to put it all back together and get out of here.